Hey, welcome back to QC Morning. And folks, look, they're the places we know that we walk or drive by every single day. But it's those places that could also be a work of art. Well, our friend Tim Miner with Charlotte is Creative is here with an incredible artist, Mike Daikubara. They're both here to share just this amazing creative flow that I have here that you can see all over the city. Tim, let's start with you.
Yeah.
When people come to Charlotte, they love seeing the art all over the city. It's thanks to guys like Mike that they can really enjoy that. Tell us a little bit about not just what Mike has done around this city, but just the creatives that lift up the Queen City.
I mean, as you said, there are murals and fiber installations and sculpture all over Charlotte. A lot of it's fairly new, like just in the last couple of years, and it democratizes the arts, right? We love going into museums and seeing work, but this is as you're exploring, as you're getting to know Charlotte as a visitor or a newcomer or just someone who's lived here your entire life, we've got the art. But what Mike does that I love, and he's encouraging exploration and going maybe those places that you might not think of as art, and he's turning them into art. Like he's encouraging us to get out there and see Charlotte in different ways through his eyes and through his pen with his work.
Mike, jump in here on the conversation because look, we can clearly see the talent that you have, and then you see it around the city as well. Everybody thinks, I need a sketch pad, I need a piece of paper to draw, but as an artist, as a creative, anything can really be your pad. Take us through that process.
Sure. So, for me, I carry a sketchbook and a pen, and this is all I need. And so everything here on my waist is my studio. Basically, I have a little watercolor kit that I carry around, and I paint. And
he's like an artistic Batman. Look at this with the utility belt.
This is all I need.
Oh, very good. So again, I'm trying to jump into your brain here because what clicks for you? What sparks for you that all of a sudden you start sketching, you start painting when you see something?
Sure. So there's occasions where things just jump out at me. If I'm driving around and I see something, I would just stop, pull around, and just start sketching. Or if it's the food, I would draw my food before I eat it. So I get to experience it visually, and I draw fast because I'm hungry. And I eat it, so I get to experience all of it.
Here's a question for you. Well, when did you discover that you had this gift that you could express yourself creatively doing this process?
Sure. So back in 2000, I started sketching daily, mostly to get better at communicating in my design job. So it's to be able to draw faster and quicker and communicate. And after years, it just became a habit, and I got addicted to it. It brings me joy, and I believe I see things that, if I didn't sketch, I wouldn't have seen before. So.
And look, there's a lot of people that walk around our city, and they see all the creative arts. There's people that are watching this segment right now and looking at these sketchbooks and seeing your talent and what you can do, and it's probably tapping into them, because there may be something there. As you continue to create, but also turn around, reach out, and pull another creative up. How does not only that make you feel, but what does that mean to you that you are elaborating on the creatives out there in the creative process?
Sure. So I believe anyone can draw, and I think I'm a great example of that. As in, I didn't grow up drawing. I learned it as an adult, and it's something you can learn, and it brings you joy. And I think everyone could do it. I teach at CPCC right now, and I also get to meet people while I'm sketching, and they get attracted to it. I teach them about it, and it's such an easy way to get started.
Why is that important to you personally, to be able to not only answer those questions, but teach those young people to tap into that creative space?
It's just, there's a glow in their eyes, especially with little kids, and even very elderly people that get started very late in life. But, when I could teach them and they see that they could do it themselves, it's just so fabulous.
Tim, I've asked you this before, and it's just such a good conversation to have
Yeah.
because I think the creatives are so important, not just in the Queen City, but anywhere, to
Right.
be honest with you. How pivotal has it been to have artists like Mike, to have other creatives in the community, not just display their
Right.
work, but like I said, bring up new creatives in a new generation?
I think that's the thing. It's the invitation. We have a very collaborative, very welcoming artistic community, and that one of the things I've seen as someone who's lived in Charlotte for
Yeah.
almost 40 years is this used to be a transitional town. People came, they said, "Oh, I'll be here for 3 years and move on." They're staying because they find their people, they find their communities, and I think the artistic community, helping someone discover something really beautiful about their town, but then inviting them to learn their own creative talent. That's one thing I love about Mike is Mike's like, just let the perfectionism go, start sketching. That helping someone discover something about themselves
Yeah.
creatively, that creates community. And I think that's just absolutely vital to our economy and our quality of life here.
I tell you what, it's tapping into that creative space in your mind and your brain that anybody can really do. Mike, thank you so much for being here. And Tim, as always, we love when you highlight our creatives in our community. Your information there on your screen, your website, and your Instagram. Mike, give Mike a follow because I tell you what, these sketchbooks are fantastic. And of course, give our friends at Charlotte is Creative a follow as well. Their information also on the screen. Tim, Mike, thanks again for stopping and sharing your morning with us.
Good to see you.